Economic chaos is erupting on a global scale as manufacturing jobs here at home are plummeting, as the NASDAQ is heading into correction territory, as the trade war emboldens against not only China, but now tensions and tariffs with Mexico. A lot is happening economically speaking. Not to mention, Morgan Stanley just made a terrifying prediction about the very near future. Well, for starters, check out this article on economiccollapseblog.com published June 3rd. Economic chaos erupts, global manufacturing plunges, the trade war expands, and the NASDAQ enters correction territory. The article goes on to state the global economic slowdown is really starting to accelerate. Just within the past few days, we've gotten more really awful global manufacturing numbers. The trade war has expanded to more nations, and the NASDAQ has officially entered correction territory. We have not witnessed this sort of global economic environment since the Great Recession. And if the economic chaos continues to escalate, it won't take too much to spark a brand new financial crisis. Of course, the global financial system is far more vulnerable than it was back in 2008. And so, if we stay on the path that we are currently on, we could be facing a nightmare scenario very rapidly. In other words, things are literally heating up on the economy. And if we are truly looking at another recession or a Great Depression, then I can guarantee you one thing: you won't be notified. You weren't told about the 2008 crisis, nor was anybody told about the Great Depression before it happened. In fact, quite the opposite. They told us the economy was good. They told us that everything was a beautiful outcome. And then, bang, down came recession on us like a ton of bricks. This is just one reason I encourage everyone to make sure that you have gold, silver, and precious metals on hand, because you never know what the economy harbors or holds for the very near future. Right now, Trump Coin 2020 is offering a $30 discount using the code LisaHaven30 to purchase their United We Stand deal with a 10-ounce gold bar and a Trump Coin 1-ouncer. I highly encourage you to get something tangible on hand. All right, now that said, let's get on to this prediction by Morgan Stanley, who made a terrifying prediction about our very near future. Check out this article on zerohedge.com published June 2nd. Morgan Stanley sees recession in 3 quarters if trade war escalates further. It goes on to state, as we await for Goldman to throw in the towel and admit its forecast of 1 rate hike in 2020 and no cuts in 2019 was overly optimistic. On Friday afternoon, with U.S. interest rates plummeting, Barclays had a hold my beer moment, and just hours after JP Morgan changed his forecast as a result of an economic slowdown resulting from the escalating trade war, they now expect 2 rate cuts in 2019. Barclays has upped the largest U.S. bank and revised its FOMC forecast, now expecting 3 rate cuts in 2019. At the same time, while no bank has made a recession its base case yet, on Friday, JP Morgan also updated its recession model, noting that based on the yield curve component of its recession forecast, the probability of a recession in 1 year is now 60%, the highest it has been since the global financial crisis. The probability of a recession at 60% within a year is a pretty terrifying claim. But that's not all. They go a little further in the secondary article on zerohedge.com published June 4th. Global marketing PMI contracts to 7-year low. The article states, while Morgan Stanley signaled that the probability of a U.S. recession in 1 year is now at 60%, the highest it has been since the global financial crisis, and judging by JP Morgan's global manufacturing PMI, we may already be there. Trade tensions have reemerged at a critical moment in the global cycle. Corporate confidence is weak, and we argue that the outcome of trade talks will be key to the global growth outlook. JP Morgan piled on, saying the probability of a U.S. recession in the second half of the year has risen to 40% from 25% a month ago, while Barclays now expects a worst-case scenario of a recession in 9 months. A few things are happening here. Barclays is predicting that we're going to have a recession within 9 months. And JP Morgan stating that, well, we could have a recession. There's a 40% chance of it happening this year, as compared to a month ago, they said only a 25%. And in addition to that, Morgan Stanley's also making the statement that, well, we're going to go into a recession, a 60% chance of a recession within a year. These are terrifying statistics, but that's not all. Check out this article here on MSN.com, June 3rd. NASA DQ closes in correction territory amid tech regulation fears. This is causing economists to worry. You see, because the numbers that they see right now, the things that are happening today with the economy, are the exact things we would see if we were going into a global recession. There are a lot of things, and quite frankly, it's not a matter of if we are going to go into some kind of economic chaos. It's a matter of when we are. We can't continue on the path that we're on. We're struggling as a nation, and the world is struggling as a whole, as a unit. They are all seeing economic tensions. We have tensions right now between us and China. We have mass productions of soybean that's likely going to cause farmers to go out of business. Now we have tariffs with Mexico, and I agree with those, both of those, 100%. But the bottom line is we can't allow China to take over us and tell us and demand America certain things while screwing us over in the back, basically. Nor can we allow Mexico to continually invade and push their people to come here the way that they are. So something has to be done. But in the end, it is going to have an impact on our economy, 100%. Goods from Mexico are going to go up. Stuff from China, I don't know where any of that's headed. I know what's happening with the soybean production. So lots of tensions there that are actually tugging on the economy, 100%. Not to mention, U.S. interest rates are plummeting right now. I mean, and manufacturing jobs are being lost across the board. So bottom line, there is a lot going on, and this is why I make this video. Not to tell you that I think we're there or we're going to be 100% in this recession and it's starting, and I don't know. I'm not the economist. All I can do is tell you what's going on. And like I said before, no one from the mainstream media is going to tell you when these things happen. They'll just happen. And my heart is for each and every single one of you to be prepared in the event that it does, because I love all of you guys. And like I said, nobody knows. No one knows. Could be a year, could be 10 years. It could be closer or sooner. Nobody knows. All I do know is that the economy can't continue on this path. Anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Please leave them in the description box below. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.